Advertising is an important part of any game. How do you expect your game to fly off the shelves if nobody knows about it? What about when you're selling old stuff as new stuff? You could threaten to take it away forever unless they buy it now. Or you can just give them demos. That's usually what you see for a game anyway. If you're watching this video, I guarantee you know what the Virtual Console is. Playing retro games on the Wii, 3DS, and Wii U. Still no Switch one, sadly. It's a nice failsafe for if your console lacks games. These are already made and most people probably don't have them. Hell, early 3DS adopters got a free Game Boy Advance Virtual Console game as a thank you for buying the system. This system was cool in a time before I and many other idiots didn't know how to use emulators. It even had arcade games that had no home console ports and non-Nintendo systems like the Master System or TurboGrafx 16. All things that made the Virtual Console a treat and just a fun thing to have. The Wii's might be gone, but the 3DS and Wii U still have theirs up. And they were updated all the way to 2018. Yes, even after the release of the Switch. Now originally I was going to make a video about the Virtual Console, but I realized that there was literally nothing I could say after a paragraph. So instead today I'm going to torch you with the odd demos Nintendo used to advertise the Virtual Console over the years. Starting off, we have everybody's favorite Smash game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This entry was packed with content compared to Melee, with its coin launcher, vast music selection, stage builder, and the masterpieces. These were short demos of Virtual Console games that let you take a taste of each game to whet your palate. Got a few cool picks, Kid Icarus, Star Fox 64, and the non-Virtual Console Earthbound only in Japan. Weird. Me and my friends used to try to see who could get the farthest in each demo. Some games even allow you to start from different points in the story, just so you can get to know more than just the first few levels. And you can unlock more demos. That's cool, I guess. Aw man, you couldn't give me a timer with the demo? What, do you want me to keep looking back and forth for my watch in the game? Well, anyway, just be careful when your game ends. It's not uncommon for the game to crash loading back to the main menu. This gives Project M a run for its money with all the crap. Now we go up a generation, move to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. The 3DS version, which came out a few months earlier, didn't have the masterpieces and a few other features. To hype up the coming Wii U edition, Nintendo released the 50 Facts Extravaganza, hosted by announcer Xander Mobus. It showed everything from the Kid Icarus Easter egg to the masterpieces to the announcers of Mewtwo. Here you just start with all the games and you're outright told to go to the eShop to buy them. Can't you be a little more subtle at least? And it's only Game Boy, NES, and SNES games. No Nintendo 64 games since they didn't enter the Wii U scene until later. And look, a timer! Took them long enough. That's really all I can say for Wii U's masterpieces. It's lacking compared to Brawl's. Straight plug of the eShop is a bit shameless, but overall, it's a bit lacking compared to Wii. But that's not surprising when you compare the Virtual Console selections. Let's abandon the Smash Bros. Series and move on to another one. NES Remix was announced and released in 2013. It's a cool little concept. Take a bunch of old NES games and breathe new life into them with small challenges. A bunch of games from Clu Clu Land to Donkey Kong Jr. are here and given a few cool challenges to take on. Now notice how I said few. While there is a selection of cool remixes that really change up the game and add these amazing effects, the individual game challenges are lacking. Wow, beat a level of Donkey Kong. I just played a fourth of the whole game. Kill an enemy? How tough. Most of the individual challenges are basic things. I get you have to teach new players how to play, but it's a bit ridiculous how simple these challenges are. It just makes you want to buy the actual Virtual Console releases. Well, I guess that's cool. I think I should point out that this isn't a free game. You gotta pay for it. But despite my small gripes, I do find this as a good afternoon waster. Not exactly on Nintendo Land's level of fun. But you can unlock more game packs to play, and even some Miiverse stamps. These are useless now, and there's no way to view them elsewhere, so that sucks. If you got a few dollars to spend, this isn't the worst thing to buy. But you can do better with NES Remix 2! Only 5 months after the first game, this bad boy hit the scene, and let me tell ya, it's got the same problems as the first one, but with a better game selection. Both Mario 2's, Mario 3, Wario's Woods, Metroid Kirby's Adventure, Punch-Out! Now this is what the original wanted to be. Better game selection is worth the price of admission alone. And to top it all off, there's 2 bonuses to make this stand out as more than just a glorified demo fest. Nintendo World Championship Mode and Super Luigi Bros. Nintendo World Championship Mode emulates the rare cartridges of the same name without having to pay licensing fees. The original had you play Super Mario Bros., Rad Racer, and Tetris. Here you just play Super Mario Bros., Mario 3, and Dr. Mario. Kind of odd you play 3 Mario games. You couldn't put in Zelda 2 or something? Guess this is more the Mario World Championship than anything else. But screw Mario, I'm more of a Luigi guy. Super Luigi Bros is the original Super Mario Bros, but you go from right to left instead of left to right. And Luigi controls slippery with higher jumps like in the Lost level. It's not much, but it's cool that you got a full NES game with this collection. And you can even still perform all the glitches here. But yeah, this is just a slight improvement over the original. Why not throw in like a third-party game or two? It'd be nice to have Mega Man or Bimmy and Jimmy rolling around with the crew. Would have made this stand out a bit more. The NES Remix series saw 2 more points of interest after the release of 2. First is the Ultimate NES Remix for 3DS. This is less of a third game, more of a deluxe edition for on the go. It has most of the selection from the past 2 games, Championship Mode from the second one, and the new Speed Mario Bros. It's Super Mario Bros. But sped up, and that's honestly kind of dumb. It doesn't add anything to the game, might as well have just had the original Super Mario Bros. Here instead. The only other thing to note here is that you can choose to play the Famicom versions of the games instead of the NES ones. And to end off, we have NES Remix Pack. It's just the first 2 games in a single Wii U disc. If you want to play both, this is a slightly cheaper option. It's how I play both of them. Nothing really special about it. There's no bonuses or anything you're missing out. So, I mean, if you really want to play them both, this isn't a bad choice to go. And it looks nice on a shelf. To end off, we have a piece of software that isn't even trying to hide the fact that it is what it is. A demo. Meet Amiibo Tap, a small package of demos that rewards you for buying Amiibos. Considering you're already going to buy Amiibos anyways, this is a cool little way to get a little bit more out of them. It even works with Amiibo Card. It's only NES and SNES games, with each game having multiple demo levels. Nothing too special, but a cool app to get a bit more out of your Amiibos. Just tap right in, and you get to play some of the game. And if you want to skip to the next part, all you gotta do is re-tap your Amiibo. And that's all the different ways Nintendo advertise their virtual console service in game form. While it's not much, it is interesting to see Nintendo do their cool little tricks to put focus on their products. It's the Nintendo way of doing things. Besides, suing people.